chance to make this a game to remember.
The short hit hard. Romine is up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours.
International League action just a few moments. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around. Cookie Cowboy will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per...
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning, still nothing. Stepping in, Cookie Cowboy will swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here. Hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Collins has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Cookie Cowboy digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here, and even 30 home runs on the year. Cookie Cowboy will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. This is pulled into right. Moya is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
They left 6 men on base.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He's been hitting the cover off the ball lately, batting over 350 in the last 10 games.
Brian Mitchell, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Cookie Cowboy will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Belted high and deep into right center. Maris racing back to the track. But he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only 1 run is going to score.
Myers.
At the plate, Cookie Cowboy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Swing and a ball driven to deep left center. The outfielders give chase, but this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 31 for him on the season, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy that looks comfortable up there, he's just having his way with the entire pitching staff.
Cookie Cowboy stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
Hit hard to short. The second for one. On to first. A double play. Cookie Cowboy will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. Cookie Cowboy will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from second is in to score. In to score is the runner from first. It's an 8-2 game.
Well, that's 2 more RBIs there. Gives him 6 now in the ball game. It's been a one-man wrecking crew all night long.
And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out. Welcome back to tonight's minor league pregame show. As we close in on AAA International League action, let's have a look at our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Cookie Cowboy is our man to watch, and it's pretty obvious why at this point. He comes into this game with a 30-game hitting streak on the line, and just about everyone around the baseball world is taking notice.
Yeah, you know, he's still a long ways away from the all-time Major League record for consecutive games with a hit, but anytime someone gets to 30, boy, that's a big deal. You know, we talked about him being at 20 games a couple of weeks ago, and we said he was hot then. So what now? What is he, scorching?
Well, there's no doubt everything looks good mechanically for him at the plate, but the hardest times are ahead if you ask me. When you take a streak into the 30s, everyone takes notice, as Matt mentioned. Pitchers want to be the guy that breaks it up.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Cookie Cowboy will stand in, one night removed from driving in 6 in last night's contest.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking.
One sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. Around second, he'll try for third. And he is in there. Now to the plate, Cookie Cowboy, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here, hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
And that is off the wall in right field. The relay, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double. Digging in the switch hitter, Cookie Cowboy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Lamar ranging back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot. Cookie Cowboy will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Shot back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit. Cookie Cowboy has just hit for the cycle. Cookie Cowboy will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
And you know, a cycle is about the equivalent of a no-hitter for a pitcher. It's one of the rarest things you can do on a baseball field, so no doubt he's going to wind up our player of the game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Scranton Wilkes-Barre comes out victorious, 7-1. Good night, everybody.
For the Rail Riders, 1 run.
International League action just a few moments away, but as final preparations are being made, let's get a look at tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Cookie Cowboy is our focus, and he was the definition of a big offensive performer in his last game as he hit for the cycle.
Oh, man, and it was so fun to watch. Cycles don't come very often.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Pawtucket Red Sox. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, you know, guys, I think this one could be a slugfest. If you get to the starter early and you continue to beat up on that bullpen, goodness, you could score a ton of runs.
Stephen Wright, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, it seemed like he had that block again. He could not get through the pitch.
McCookie Cowboy. We'll see if he can keep the magic wand going. He was 5 for 5 in the ballgame last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
The 0-1 pitch. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't.